Welcome back, everybody. So my next movie review for you is Outside the Wire. So Outside the Wire is a 2021 Netflix original movie directed by Mikael Hafstrom, starring Anthony Mackie, Damson, Idris, something along those lines, Emily Beecham, plus many others. So this movie is set in the near future, where a drone pilot is sent to war to partner up with a top secret android officer to stop a nuclear attack. Now, before I get into this movie review, if you could please like, share and subscribe to my channel, that would be very, very much appreciated. If you also want to pop down into the comment section down below and tell me what you think about these movies, please feel free. I generally have a love of hearing people's thoughts on movies, whether they are good or bad. Now, let's get into this review. Right, I went into this not knowing hardly anything about it, okay? I've never watched a trailer. I've heard some people talk about it and say it's actually a really good movie. I sat down this morning to watch this, and yeah, I am pleasantly entertained, okay? This is probably one of the best movies I've seen this year so far. The greatest thing I notice is it doesn't waste any time of gathering any kind of momentum, and you know what you're going to get within the first 3 or 4 minutes of this movie, which is action, violence, gunfire, great fight scenes, a great little plot in this as well, which really kind of struck my attention, and it's with some great performances as well from some of the main characters, okay? And I'm not over-exaggerating this. I actually generally really enjoyed watching this, okay? And the reason is just my imagination was captured right from the start. I mentioned the plotline, and the plotline is actually pretty good. There's a few little twists and turns in this movie which just make it a little bit more interesting, and you add the action with that, it just made it a really enjoyable watch. If it didn't have those little bits of plot twists going on, yes, I would probably have found myself getting a little bit bored of the action, but because they added that, it just added to the movie as well. That with performances, mainly Anthony Mackie's performance in here. It's very strong. You can see his passion, you can see his dedication in this movie. I think he's an absolutely great actor, and he does provide some great comedic moments when needed at the right time. It's just absolutely fantastic. You really can see his dedication. He's physically fit in this. You can see he put everything into this movie. He's absolutely brilliant in the fight sequences in this. I cannot stress that. I mean, I'm putting a lot of emphasis on this, but he was the standout performance throughout the whole of this movie. There's some great fight choreographing in this. Yes, it's fast-paced in certain areas, but I did kind of struggle to follow certain bits of it, but essentially it was actually on point and very satisfying to watch. Damson Idris, I can't say his name's character in here, he's like the other side of Anthony Mackie's character, but yet massive added, touch into this movie. He provides more of the strong emotional kind of element in this movie, which you really get behind his character. You get behind both characters and both characters' motivations, not giving too much away, but those two on screen, when there's that chemistry between them, which I think just works really well. Now, action-wise, it is fast-paced, and it's brilliant. In my personal opinion, it's absolutely brilliant. The fight choreographing scenes in this are absolutely fantastic in every single way. I like the way this was shot. It is fast-paced in certain areas. It is a little bit brutal in certain areas. But like I said, they set this out right from the start of this movie about what you're going to get. And I generally liked what they did throughout the whole of this movie with a musical score, which I really was on board with as well, with a great plot. I mean, if you didn't have the twists and turns in this plot, then yes, like I said, I would have found myself getting bored. But I generally enjoyed it. It kept me interested into this movie, and it really did. With that and the action, it has to be one of the best movies I've seen this year, and I have to recommend people to watch this. Like I said, it's a Netflix original movie. It's ready on now. I found it this morning. I sat down and watched it. It's absolutely brilliant. Probably one of the best hour and 55 minutes I've had this year while watching a movie. So if I was to give this a rating, I'm going to give this a real strong 9 out of 10. It's as simple as that. No, actually, I'm going to swap that. It's one of the best movies I've seen this year. It's going to get a 10 out of 10, okay? It's well worth the watch. I think this movie is slightly underrated as well. I think this movie deserves a little bit more love because there's a lot of time and effort and passion put into this, and you can see it. And I generally enjoyed every element of this movie. I really, really did. There was emotional moments, there was suspenseful build-up moments in this. Some great action in this. If you're going after an action movie, this is what you want. And this is just my own personal opinion, and that's the reason why I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. So, on that note, please let me know what you think. Put it in the comments down below as normal. Hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. Please take care, and goodbye.